welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be going over the search for our next three vehicles. Alright, so here we are at the auction house. Now as you can see, you could choose from Kowalski Car Auctions or Kowalski Salvage Cars. I guess they got a sponsorship for this game. Let's just go ahead and start with car auctions. See what they have here, see if we have or have not done any rebuilds on them. Now, this one we have pimped in the past, as well as done a rebuild on a later or an earlier model. Not an earlier model, but a later model, like later in the year 1965, if I'm not mistaken. But I think I'm going to skip on that. What I'd really like to do is just get something we haven't worked on as far as a rebuild goes, and make sure it's low enough star count to make sense as far as making revenue. Bolt Thornet. We have definitely not done a rebuild on that. It is 3 stars, not 12,346. It might be worth it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so here we have the Bolt Thornet. Looking like a Firebird from the 90s. Reminiscent of a Firebird and a Camaro, really. More a Firebird or a Dodge Intrepid than anything. Let's see here. It looks like it has most, if not all, of its parts. From what I'm able to see here. So it's in pretty good condition. The body looked like it was pretty good condition as well. For such a rare vehicle. I'm really liking that. So with that, let's check out the car status. So here we have the 1996 Bolt Hornet. Looks like we have 62,849 miles on it, with a weight of 3,466 pounds, factory tire size of 235/55R16, factory rim type rim Atlanta. Obviously, we're getting it from the auction house here. Conditions unknown. Looks like it has a V8 DOHC AXK engine with a factory power rating of 340 horsepower at 5,905 RPM, factory torque of 318 foot-pounds at 5,055 RPM. Now if you come down here, we have quite a few swappable options. The notable ones I would point out would be the V8 DOHC Supercharge. We have a V8 Ford Boss rear-wheel drive. We have a V8 Ford Coyote. Those are pretty good engines, actually. And if you look at the parts overview here, most of it's unknown, but the other ones are in the 50s. All in all, I think it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what we can get it for. Now, we do want to keep in mind before we start bidding on any of these vehicles, the starting price at 12,346 credits for this vehicle, as well as the estimated value of 30,457 credits. Now, I would take in account that I do believe that estimated value is with the vehicle as is and not necessarily worked on at all. So, taking that into account, let's get started. Now what I like to do is just press the space bar when I would like to bid, as opposed to clicking it. Makes it a lot easier. Now we're approaching 30. We're surpassing 30. Not what I normally like to do, but given the rarity of this vehicle, it's gotta be mine. We'll move that over to the garage. And since I have yet to rebuild it, I do want to check into this 2013 Echoes Cobra, as let's be honest, it looks like one of my favorite models of the Viper GTS ever made back in the 90s. Alright, so here we have our 2013 Echoes Cobra. So you can see the body looks really good. It does seem to have all of its parts. It's another good thing. Now we got the 2013 Echoes Cobra car information here, and we have a mileage of 64,244 miles at a weight of 3,430 pounds. Factory tire size 295/30 R20. Factory rim type Rim Classic 05. Condition unknown. We have a V8 DOHC AXK engine with a factory power rating of 403 horsepower, 5,920 RPM, and 374 foot-pounds of torque at 5,110 RPM. Now, if we look in the swappable options, the only other engine we could swap this out with would be our V8 Ford Coyote, which pretty cool engine. And the parts are looking in better shape than most vehicles in general, so take that into account when we bid it up. Now, this one is starting at 18,583 credits with an estimated value of 49,768 credits. So we'll try to keep that in mind when we're bidding. I like the vehicle, so, probably gonna own it no matter what. And we have passed 49,000. We are on 58,000. Oof. I'm not going past 70. So hopefully we'll get it here. Well, it looks like I lied, and my twitchy left thumb got a little out of control. We did get it though at 71,000 and some. Looks like 71,383 credits. Given I still don't have this vehicle in my parking, I'd say it's worth it. Let's go ahead and receive that. We'll put that back out the garage. And I'm not really seeing any vehicles that I might want to rebuild here too much. I mean, we have a possible rebuild here as well as here. However, I want to see if we might be able to get something a little more exotic. So let's check out the salvage cars. Alright, so we already have a 55 Salem 1500. Going with that, the Hammerdale Strail. We have done a lot of work on this vehicle in the past. However, most of it's been done on my live episodes. Though I have done a rebuild video of the Hammerdale Strail in the past. We're not going to be going with that one, unfortunately, as I do like that vehicle. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not showing that we've done any rebuilds on the 1968 Tempest Magnum. And you know what I want is a 1968 Tempest Magnum. And that's primarily because with the Tempest Magnum, it looks a lot like a Kudo. And Kudos are rare vehicles. So let's go ahead and check that out. Looks real dusty. Real dusty, I would say. Real dusty. Dusty. That's what we'll call it. If we do end up winning it. I don't think I'll go too much above the car estimated value on this one, though, I will say. Let me see. Salvage. It's probably not going to have all of its parts. Probably missing a bushing here and there. But other than that, it does appear that it does have all of them. So, that's cool. For a salvage title, you know. Let's check inside. Wheel looks a little rough. I like the shifter. It is a manual. Some days I wish I can go into virtual reality and, well, kind of a holographic version of it with a suit and everything. That has yet to come out. That would be really cool to see come out though, with the suit so you could actually feel everything as well. As if virtual reality wasn't trippy enough for most people. But with that, let's check out the vehicle specs, or let's check out the vehicle specifications. So here we have the 1968 Tempest Magnum. We're looking at a mileage of 189,671 miles at a weight of 3,527 pounds. Factory tire size of 215/75R14, and that would be 255 by 70R14 for the other pair of tires. Now we do also have a factory rim type of rim 35A, and the conditions unknown as usual. We have a V8 Hemi 440 pack with a factory power rating of 361 horsepower at 4,565 RPM, Factory torque of 466 foot-pounds at 2,740 RPM. Now with this, we do have a few swappable options, notably the V8 Hemi 446 pack. We also have a V8 Hemi 440 Magnum, a V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429, even the V8 2-carb OHV supercharged. For the larger engines, of course, if you're interested in fuel economy, they also have the V8 Ford Small Block 302. Well, pretty good options there. With that, the condition of the parts, kind of what you would expect for a salvage title. So, you know, it is what it is. And with that, let's check out the auction. Now, here at the auction, we do have a starting price of 9,387 credits with an estimated value of 20,256 credits. That I don't plan on going much over 5,000 from. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, we almost won that. No, look at that. We won the Tempest. We'll go ahead and receive that. We'll take that back to the garage. And with that, let's go back on to the garage. Alright, so we're back at the garage here. And I just wanted to take a quick stroll through here. See this one here, our Cobra. Really sleek, very unique. It does stand out when you look at it from the back. Doesn't look like much of any car you ever seen before. So, with that, let's check in here. We do have that short shifter like you'll find in the Tiburon as well as the newer model Corvettes. So that's kind of cool. Shorter distance between gears. With the newer model Corvette, you got like, what, 7 or 8 gears in them? It's pretty wild. Let's see here. Engine is looking like it is in really good condition. I am actually really liking that. That's really nice. Let's see what the condition is. You got 61 on the body, 64 on the frame. Parts are at 60 and interior is at 59%. So not bad, not bad at all. And with that, we have our intrepid looking Hornet, right? Yeah, the 1996 Bolt Hornet. Body looks good. Interior looks alright. It does look like an automatic. That, well, technically it is a manual, I guess, but the shifter appears to be an automatic. Or just one of those economy shifters, which really makes it feel like you're not actually shifting. Just feels like an automatic vehicle, to be honest. Alright, so let's check out the engine. That is looking remarkably good. That is actually really, really good. I'm happy to see that. We'll be able to repair a lot of these parts. If not every single one of them that is repairable. With that, let's check out specifications. Well, here we have the conditions for the body at 58%, the frame at 49%, parts at 59%, and the interior at 56%. So these vehicles are looking a lot better than our barnyard purchases, I must say. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here. Well, would you look at that? The Kudo looking vehicle is inside and covered in dust, of course. But, really nice. Let's go ahead and swap it out for one of those vehicles out front here. And check the interior. Steering wheel's a little rough. I do love the shifter. Kind of reminds me of one of those classic power shifters. That's nice. Check out the engine. Looking terrible, just the way it should. Nice. That is some good repairs there. I mean, I think it looks pretty bad, but a lot of these parts should be repairable. They don't look absolutely terrible, and they're actually there, so that's something. Look at that, we still have a fuel pump in there, don't we? Let's see, look at that, it's still in there and it's still repairable. That's something right there. I got both of the bushings on the leaf springs in the back. That's another something. Oh yeah, I kinda like it. Of course, I think no matter the condition of the parts, I would have liked it anyway, but still. Let's see about that condition. Got the body at 25%, frame at 25%, parts at 30%, and interior at 27%. I do believe this one is going to make me work for it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like option on the bottom of the video. If you would like to see more of this content, please feel free to subscribe. And before you click off of this video, make sure you stay tuned for the bloopers. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. So we'll try to keep that in mind when we're bidding, when we're building. And as always, thanks for watching.